In this video, we're going to talk about adding new pages. In a previous video, we talked about how you could edit the existing pages that are on this template, but you might have more classes, or you want to just have more pages, or structure your website differently than what I've provided for you. So let's talk a little bit about adding pages. Well, this is a really simple process. All we have to do is, we've used the edit page button before, and right beside that is the new page button. So I'm just going to simply click on that. Okay, I'm going to name my page. So I might call this my TA page for Teacher Advisor, where all my kids that are my Teacher Advisor can get important information. So you can do that, and then here's where that template that we talked earlier about is located before. Again, I will do a separate video on this, and then you can choose where you want this location to be set. Unless you know what you're doing, I'd recommend that you just leave it at the top level, and then we'll talk a little bit later about if you want to have drop-down menus. That's where this would come into place, but we can always change this after the fact. So let's just call it TA for right now. We're going to hit create. Okay, you can see we now have a page that's called TA. Okay, and so I'm just going to put in here, welcome to our TA page, as an example. Okay, and then I'm just going to hit the save button. Now, a couple of things I want to point out. By default, when you add a new page, it gives people the ability to add attachments as well as to comment on your page. And for some of you, you'll like that option, but others, you won't want there to be comments on there. So let's talk about how we can modify those two sections. So hit the little gear icon again and choose page settings. So inside of page settings, here's the page title, links to subpages, allow attachments, and allow comments. I generally just turn off these three, but again, certainly if you want to leave them on, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. And then if later on you want to change the page template to something other than web page, like the cabinet, this is where that change would be made. So I'm just going to hit save. Okay, and just like that, I've created a TA page. So I'm going to create one more. Okay, and I'm going to call this one, let's say that I have a medical studies class as well. And same thing, I'm just going to hit the create button. Okay, I'll hit save. And again, I'm going to go up to the page settings and just get rid of those three sections that I don't necessarily want. Okay, oh, you know what? I've decided I actually want there to be that file cabinet option, so I'll go to the page settings, hit the change button, okay, and change this to the file cabinet. I'll hit change. Brings me back, and you'll notice that when you change the template, this comment section automatically comes back, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. Oops, wrong button there. I got to come back up into the page settings and remove that allow comments before. Again, sorry. Okay, so it looks perfect. I've added my med studies and I've added my TA class. Now the only issue that I'm seeing is those are not showing up in my navigation, and that's what we're going to address in the next video.